for this national title for Modlites. Klinton Hancey, the Queenslander, is going to lead them out onto the racetrack as we get set to do battle. 25 laps ahead of him. We are going to go 4 wide in a few moments' time. South Australia, Queensland and Western Australia doing battle for this national title. As Modlites go 4 wide. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opportunity. Get up on your feet, get your smart devices out, get a bit of footage, post it to your social media, and flash those lights and toot their horns as they come around the Broome Speedway. Australia's best Modlite drivers set to do a battle for their national title. This event was meant to come to Broome 2 years ago, August 2020 to be exact. But we all know what happened that particular year. It didn't quite work out. We had to wait a little while, but we've finally done it. We've brought the Australian Modlite title to Western Australia, to the far north. Get up on your feet, yell, scream and shout. Ladies and gentlemen, send them on their way, on their quest to become Australia #1, the best Modlite driver in the country. Will it be one of the South Aussies, or can it stay here in Western Australia? The green flag comes down and we are underway for the A-Main 2022. The Modlites thundering to turn #1 here at Broome Speedway before a huge crowd. And straight away the West Australian champion BK Haliday moves up into second place down the inside of Zach Minshall. They work through turns 3 and 4. Rob Kirk sits back in 4th. The South Australian Justin Chadwick with a great start in the South Australia 73. And Ryan Alexander from the 5th row is already up in 5th place with an outstanding opening lap. The South Australia 28ers thundering through the field. He's got something for the top 5. Does Ryan Alexander, the former national Lamb Car champion. We've got yellow. We've got caution on the speedway. Looks like Mark Murray in the 00 from here in Broome has come to grief. Midway through turn number 2, just to the right of the Macquarie earth moving sign. Main for the Modlites as they come off turn number 4. And we are back underway. We're green. And Ron Alexander, as you'd expect, right to the inside of Justin Chadwick and moves into 5th place and now has designs on find a way past Rob Kirk, who sits in 4th place. He's got Ron Alexander to his inside, and Alexander now is in 4th. So from position number 12 to 4th in the space of 2 laps for Ron Alexander. One of the most talented race car drivers we've seen in Speedway, come out of South Australia for some time. And he's doing an outstanding job after a disappointing opening night. It's been tough for him to be a spectator. Change that engine overnight. South Australia, Minshall and also Glenn Durrell will try and find a way past Glendell. Car number 14. Taking on the back of Rob Kirk. Dylan Richter is 7th from Justin Chadwick. And Warren Minshaw is back in 9th place. And rounding out your top 10, the South Australia 0 of Brooke Alexander. It's just starting to tighten up at the front of the field. Klinton Hancey has got BK Haliday now. Ryan Alexander for company. Chris Kunis looks like he might have the first retirement of the race. In fact, no, he rejoins in front of our leaders. Let's hope he stays well out of harm's way. 3 wide with Rob Kirk going into turn number 3. Really starting to back up for 4th, 5th and 6th. As I speak, Ryan Alexander a big lunge into turn number 1. Oh, Haliday and Alexander come together. Battling for 2nd and 3rd. We'll await the official's decision on that one. The 2 of them have come together. And the 24 and the 28, one from WA, one from South Australia, just racing for the same part of the racetrack. The Modlite Australian title. A-Main has 17 laps remaining. They all bunch up into turn number 1 for the first time after the restart. And Ryan Alexander straight away going to work on trying to find a way past BK Haliday in front of him as Rob Kirk and Zach Minshall side by side through turn number 3. Kirk on the low line. Minshall on the outside and Rob Kirk goes up into 4th place, puts Zach Minshall back to 5th from Dylan Richter. Oh, Minshall has a spin and right across the front of Glendale, who had just Brown earth moving entry. Sun back on the comeback trail after having a spin earlier in the race. But they hustle into turn 1 and 2 once again. BK Haliday only narrowly holding off Ryan Alexander. Rob Kirk has been stout and 4th throughout this one. We'll have 14 laps remaining at the Broome Speedway this time around. And it's still Klinton Hancey narrowly holding off BK Haliday. Ryan Alexander, Rob Kirk and Dylan Richter, your top five. Warren Minshew. Drama here in Broome. Klinton Hancey. Is there a mechanical issue starting to evolve with the Q12? Most certainly is. You can see that looks like steam to me. I think it's steam coming from around the air cleaner of the Q12. Coming straight. 11 laps remaining, so distance of a heat race plus 1 lap. And Klinton Hancey, that smoke during that stoppage would have him very concerned at the moment. BK Haliday, Ryan Alexander and Rob Kirk line astern for second, third and fourth, and Warren Minshew looks like the one most likely to make the big moves in the W22 from a Corey Brown Earth moving. James Hagan and Brooke Alexander having a great battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. The leader is gone. The leader is headed infield. Klinton Hancey is out of noise. The man who's dominated the national title this weekend in Broome is on the infield and out of the race. And Ryan Alexander, remarkably, here's a race lead. We've got yellow. A stoppage. James Hagan and Blake Webb have got together. Oh, mercy. Motor racing can be cruel. It can be oh so cruel for Klinton Hancey. The Queensland 12 is out of action. 10 laps remaining. So work their way off. Turn number 4. Can BK Haliday hold off the challenge for the South Australian Ryan Alexander for 10 laps around his home track? 10 of the most important laps BK Haliday has ever done here in Broome in his Speedway career. He leads down the back straight. Ryan Alexander didn't make the best of the start. He's given away about a car length and a half to our race leader. Rob Kirk still sits in third. And all of a sudden, Justin Chadwick, after being sent to the rear of the field, is now fourth, and Zach Minshew on the top five from Dylan Richter. Third, and another of the South Australians, Dylan Richter. Rounding out your top five as once again we're back underway. And BK Haliday just had a big moment as they entered turn number 1. That was the moment for Ryan Alexander through the South Australia 28 down the inside. Richter and Rob Kirk side by side for third and fourth. And Dylan Richter from South Australia is now up into third place. So it's South Australia second and third. One of the Crow Eaters up for the Sandgroper, BK Haliday. They come out of turn 2 and down the back straight here in Broome. And BK Haliday just absolutely hugging the pole line to perfection down there in turn number 1. Didn't give Ryan Alexander an opportunity to find a way past. Rob Kirk with a big lunge to the inside of Richter, and Dylan Richter goes back underneath. Great stuff from the West Aussie and the South Australian. Richter and Kirk respectively. Zach Minshew is 5th. So just back up a little bit behind the S21. Ryan Alexander like a slingshot out of turn number 2 to the inside of BK Haliday. Haliday shuts the door. 2 laps remain here in Broome. Can the number 24 from Western Australia hold off the South Australia 28 of Ryan Alexander? Ryan Alexander, a former national AMCAR champion. Can he become a Modlite Australian champion here tonight in Broome? They head into turns 3 and 4 for the second last time. Haliday has a bit of a moment. Alexander, the white flag on display. This is where it's going to be won. One to run at Broome Speedway. Ryan Alexander, a big lunge into turn 2. Haliday spins. He spins. The 24 spins on the final lap. The 24 falls back to third. And Ryan Alexander from South Australia will become the 2022 Australian Modlite champion. Ryan Alexander gets it done. Rob Kirk will be second. And BK Haliday has spun in turns 1 and 2, midway through turns 1 and 2 on the final lap, and has crossed the line in third place from Dylan Richter and Tom Oliver rounding out your top 5. But Broome make plenty of noise for the South Australian. The only lap he led in the A main was the final lap. He was there to capitalise. All it took was one mistake from BK Haliday. An engine change overnight, and Ryan Alexander has got the country's flag in his left hand. Let's have a big round of applause, Broome. What a dramatic final. Ryan Alexander becomes the first South Australian to become a Modlite Australian champion. What a performance from position number 11. P11 Ryan Alexander to become the national champion. Rob Kirk and the Kirk's Earthworks 52 from right here in Broome will be the runner-up. And BK Haliday, oh BK, that's just a tough pill to swallow.
Definitely shattering for all BK's fans out there.
Waving the national flag, he's pumped here in Broome.